Hello, this is Tristan Todd with Tintree. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Tintree plugin for VMware vRealize Orchestrator, how it really distinguishes itself from legacy storage platform plugins, and how it enables you to more quickly build an enterprise cloud. Where legacy storage plugins are very focused on LUN and volume actions, Tintree's workflows are very VM focused, and they are better able to support building up of an enterprise cloud. Let's take a look at a legacy storage plugin and show the differences between it and what Tintree can offer. Here you can see the average enterprise vRealize Orchestrator plugin. It's very focused on storage platform and LUN actions, and a lot of times these are the types of things you don't need to automate. You can put in the hands of just a few storage specialists, and you don't need to necessarily put LUN and volume provisioning tasks in the hands of other users. Let's go ahead and look at these workflows and how they relate to a cloud environment in a self-service context. So we're going to log into Clunky Cloud here as an average user. And once we log in, we'll go ahead and open up the service catalog. And you can see that our storage as a service services are very fixated on LUN specific and storage array specific tasks. These are not necessarily the things that you want to put out there in a self-service portal. For instance, this add array workflow is really not appropriate for the average self-service construct. We take a look at this virtual machine deployment workflow, you can see there's really little value add other than the very specific VM deployment tasks. We've got to do better than this. We've got to actually build workflows that take advantage of the underlying cloud technologies. So now let's take a look at the Tintree plugin for vRealize. You can see that our workflows are very focused on virtual machines and virtual disks and operations like cloning, attached production data, replication. These are the things that cloud consumers are really interested in as far as storage integration. You can see that each of these workflows has a very simple schema, and these various workflows are actually taking advantage of API calls that are instantiated in the form of Tintree actions. And these individual actions can be stitched together to build very powerful enterprise cloud workflows that combine Microsoft and vSphere tasks along with storage tasks. So let's go ahead and see these workflows and actions in a self-service portal. I'm logging into vRealize Automation into what I'm calling my Rocket Cloud and opening up the service catalog. Within my service catalog, I have a number of advanced storage services, including this deploy Apache web server service. Here I can take a efficient Tintree clone. I can deploy a number of them, give them a common naming standard, specify CPU and guest customization, and then take advantage of VM level storage services like snapshot and replication service that I call BCDR capability, and then my performance level, which is simply setting per VM QoS. Takes about 20 seconds per system to deploy. Once I submit my request, I can go into my list of requests and check the request status, and I can see that this is pending approval. Once an administrator approves a request, it takes, like I said, 20 seconds to deploy each system. So what about a scenario when a user like Lady Gaga has servers deployed and she wants to invoke storage services on those deployed objects? These are what we call actions. So here Lady Gaga is selecting one of her servers and she goes to the list of available actions and she can request something that I built here called QoS as a service. It provides a number of options with regard to QoS settings, but it does it in different service classifications. So for production acceptance development, I've configured minimum and maximum IOPS ranges, and you can see that production, you get a minimum of 500 IOPS and maximum 2000 IOPS. Now these are based on normalized IOs, so 8K blocks are used for our calculations. We'll go ahead and select production and click submit. And Lady Gaga has just requested a storage QoS as a service policy. And when we go over to our request status, you can see that the QoS policy has been applied successfully to our server and we're good to go. Now I'm going to do a little bit of application development testing. I'm going to pick a development system, a development server, and I'm going to attach a production database to it. So I'll pick my production database, pick a point in time, the data set that I want to test, and then I will pick the appropriate data store and host resource. Once I do that, my dev system will have production data attached, and I'm ready to test. So the real value of the Tintree vRealize plugin is to accelerate the process of translating logical infrastructure processes into sensible orchestration workflows and making these usable in a VMware vRealize based enterprise cloud. If we do that, we'll be delivering business value in no time. So if you're ready to get started, go out to solutionsexchange.vmware.com, search for Tintree, and you'll see a variety of solutions including the vRealize Orchestrator plugin. The plugin is well documented here on the site. You can see technical specifications, support information, and great white papers. We've got a plugin deployment guide, a plugin user guide that walks through all of the available workflows, and a fantastic white paper called Cloud Automation with Tintree and vRealize that'll walk you through some great use cases. I hope you've enjoyed this short video and series of demos, and hope you realize the unique value that Tintree's vRealize Orchestrator plugin brings to the building out of an enterprise cloud. Thanks for watching.